This is the Hanging With Abe Podcast.
What's up? This is the Hanging With Abe Podcast, coming to you always from Brockton, Massachusetts. I just want to say thank you to everybody out there that has been subscribing to my podcast. We're at 2,350 subscribers. I just appreciate all the love and support, all this, recognition and all these things that I'm getting. None of this happens without the support and love of all of you, so I really appreciate that. The Hang With Abe Podcast is monetized. That's something else that also does not happen without your support, without you subscribing, sharing, liking. So I thank you for everybody for all of that as well. It means a lot to me. It's just very humbling and very. I'm just very thankful for everything. It means a lot to me. I have a special guest with me today. She is a boxer, but she also does many different things. And she was nice enough to come on here and have a conversation with me about the incredible things that she is doing. She's very talented. She's a boxer. Not only that, she ran cross country. She plays basketball. She writes poetry. She's working on being a model. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Arlie.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. Before we even get started, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Um, I'm 24 years old. Right now, I live in San Diego, California.
Yeah.
I'm training to compete in boxing, and I am a coach as well.
Okay.
I'm very
Okay.
athletic, and my main, yeah, and I
Okay.
completed barber school. I got my barber license, so my IG is boxing barber. That's why it's called boxing barber.
Okay. Um, when did you get into boxing? When did you know like boxing was something that you wanted to do?
So I always wanted to when I was younger because I liked fighting, like me and my siblings. I never fought at school, but growing up, I liked to fight on the streets or at home. And then in 2015, I was going through, no, 2018. Yeah, 2015, I said I was gonna move to California and box. And then
Okay.
3 years later, in 2018, like it was that summer, I went through a hard time, and I ended up moving to San Diego, and I was supposed to start boxing. I ended up going to the wrong gym, so I never did start it. Until a year later, a Uber driver got me into a gym, and I started boxing like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So training.
Okay. So you said 2015 you were going to a hard time.
Well, actually,
2000
2018 was,
2018 you were going through a hard time.
yeah.
Just like with life, just you transitioning or just, a lot of stuff was hitting you all at one time.
Honestly, I feel like I actually had a hard life like throughout the years, but 2018 was just, I just needed to get away from Missouri, and I just knew at that point it was just time to move or just time to leave.
Yeah.
I lost my grandpa that year, and then like March, and a few months later, like I hung myself. So my mom's twin sister flew me out here to get away.
You said you hung yourself.
hmm
Just because of like all the stuff that you were going through, or just because like you just had a lot of other things you had going on in your life.
Yeah, just a lot of other things that had went on in my life, like stuff from the
Yeah.
past, and just yeah.
Mm. That's very. Thank you very much for sharing that. I really appreciate that. That's not, it's probably not an easy thing for you to share. Like with going through something like that, my guess is probably like you're probably like on a healing journey.
hmm
What is that? What is that like? What has that been like for you?
it's been rough, honestly. Just my mind, like the mind is so powerful, but I'm hard on myself a lot, so it's been hard to try to keep my mind positive. Like it's easy for me to like to encourage others, but as for myself, um, my thoughts, like I battle with my thoughts a lot.
Mm.
Just for like just it's just more of so like of what. like just years of trauma that I'm trying to undo. So that's been really tough. And then so I've been battling like depression and suicide ideation, which that's why I love boxing. I feel like boxing like really helps me, not just physically but mentally as well.
Mm, that's
And
good.
yeah, it just allows me to like just be stronger like mentally.
Yeah, it gives you that outlet. It gives you something
Mhm.
to look forward
Mhm.
to, something that you need. Yeah, I totally
Mhm.
understand that. That's good. I've watched a lot of your boxing reels. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
You definitely have to let me know. You definitely have to let me know, like when when you start, fighting, because I definitely would love to. I don't know how I would get out there, but but I definitely would love to, like, see your matches. Do you know, like, do you have like a date, like you're gonna have your first fight or anything like that? Do you know anything about that?
No, so it was supposed to be like a couple months ago, but I had some health stuff I had to deal with. So I'm cleared to box and stuff. So now I just have to go back with my coach and just try to come up with a plan
Yeah.
on trying to compete. Really want to get my first one if by the end of this month, if not next month.
Mhm. I definitely hope that happens to you. Happens for you. What inspires you?
What inspires me?
Yeah.
Um, kids. Kids inspire me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just honestly, I don't know. Like I just want to be an inspiration unto others. Like just, just wanting to like just keep going. Like just never give up. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I just want to be a positive person and just make an impact. Honestly, just make an impact in any way I can.
yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, by coming on this podcast and sharing what you share with me, I feel like somebody's going to listen to this and it's going to help somebody. I think that's the first step of, your journey, and you trying to inspire and trying to help others. I feel like we all have a story to tell.
Mhm.
And I had a friend of mine's, shout out to Christina, Fowler.
Mhm.
And me and Christina went to middle school together, grew up
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
She had told me not too long ago, she was like, our story is not our story to keep to ourselves. Our story is
Right.
to share with other people.
Right.
Um, and in sharing our story, we're helping other people. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like by you sharing what you just shared with me, you know what I mean? When somebody else watches this episode, it's going to help them and be like, oh, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, she went through that. But these are the steps that she took to get away from that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely. I know it says on your IG God first.
Yes.
Um, when did you how important is your religion? How important is God to you?
It's very important. Um, I grew up in church my whole life, so like I'm really big on like wanting to build a connection with God and just to keep God first. Like my relationship with God is, yeah, I don't know. He's God is real. Like people downplay it a lot, but like he's really real. Just because of there's situations where I've been in which I know it was nothing but God that brought me out of. Like like I'm talking about like when I didn't have the strength to like just to continue or to fight back. Like it was something higher or bigger than me, and I just
Yeah,
know it was God. So
yeah. I mean, having a relationship with God is important. You know what I mean? I feel like
mm,
everybody, what I'm saying, should try to have some sort of relationship with them. And that necessarily doesn't mean that you have to be in church every Sunday.
right.
You can have your own relationship with God and not set foot in the church at all. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's one of the things that people tend to, like, you know what I mean, forget, and they just think, oh,
Yeah.
I have to go to church. No, you don't have to go
Exactly.
to church,
Yeah.
but you can still do your prayer and do your things on
Mhm.
your own and still have that
Mhm.
relationship. So that's
Mhm.
good. Um, I see that you play basketball. Did you play basketball in high school or?
Yeah, I played in high school. I was wanting to play in college, but I didn't. Um, yeah, I played point guard in high school. But that was like my favorite sport growing up.
Okay.
So like we used to just be outside all day, all night, just hooping.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Uh,
my getaway. So I was boxing. Like when I first moved to San Diego and I started boxing, I would go box and then um I would go hoop with the Filipinos and we just hoop all day. And I'll go back to the gym and train again. And then I'll go back to the courts until like late at night. And
okay.
times where I just don't sleep, I just get up and I just go play basketball
Yeah.
early in the morning. So like it's
Have you
real
been
nice.
watching? Have you been watching the NBA Finals?
No, I have not. I've been
Okay.
working a lot, so I have not been able to watch them.
Okay. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you because I
No,
watched the game
man.
last night. Shout out to the
No,
shout out to the
people tell me what's going on, but I don't be home like that to be watching it. So
yeah, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. They about to be NBA champions. Hopefully in the next couple of days here. Um, what is a quote? What's a quote you live by?
a quote that I live by. Um,
Like a message or something that means a lot to you that just keeps you going every day.
um, honestly, I just live by this favorite scripture.
Go ahead. I'll take
Um,
that.
it's Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For God has a purpose and a plan for your life,
Mm,
and it's not to hurt or harm you, but to make you prosperous and successful,
yeah, I love that.
or to give you a hope in the future." Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. Why did you pick that scripture?
Just to keep, like, just to remind me, like, of, like, no matter what happens, good or bad, like, there's a reason why we're going through what we go through. Like, there's always going to be a season. It's going to be a season of good, the bad. Like, we're always going to have seasons. If you just learn to just keep pushing and press through, you'll blossom to your next season and just know that there's a reason why you're going through. Like, a lot of times we go through things and we don't understand, but we won't. I think God, like, I look at it as when I go through stuff and I don't really get why I'm going through it. I feel like I have to get through it for me to understand why I went through what I went through,
Yeah,
and that just keeps me going. Like, there's a reason why um I've triumphed over so many obstacles in my life, and I just really think God has a really big plan for me, and that I can touch so many people.
yeah. No, I like that. I really do like that. How would you describe yourself? How would you describe yourself in one word?
Resilient.
Resilient. Why resilient?
I don't like giving up.
Yeah. No.
Um, I would push myself like really until like my body just shut down. Um, like it forces me, like whether if I'm just working out or just grinding. I'm always grinding. I'm always on the move. Like I barely sleep, but I'm always thinking about my future. Um, no matter what comes my way, like I continue to push through. I continue to like be positive and smile and just help the next person. Like um, I don't really ask for help. Maybe I should, but I like to help others. So I will put whatever I'm going through aside just to be there for the next person.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Resilient. Um, when you think about like your mission and like you think about why God has has put you here, what do you think your mission in life is?
That's tough because I've been through so many things, um, which I think they all coordinate or they align with what God wants to do with me. I really think I'm here to like really just to help people navigate through life, like especially women. I think mostly like lean towards women, young and older, just to inspire and but like it just through like just different things I went through, like homelessness, like
Mm,
abuse, like sexually, physically, verbal, domestic violence, like suicide, depression, rape, like different things, like anything like women goes through. And I really think I really went through those things just, and I went through those things, but I feel like God made me strong enough to get through it just to help, just to be an example of that those things that you go through does not limit you, and you are what you make you. Like, you are the author of your life. So you can't allow things you go through to limit you, and you use that as fuel to get to where you want to be and to do what you want to do, and that you cannot be stopped, like, regardless.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. Um, I like when I think about when I hear um like hearing your story now, I have to ask, like, do you talk to other young women who have been through some of the same things that you've been through?
Um, so there's like girls I work with, like at the gym. Like, I have clients or gym members. Some will confide in me about what they go through, and that's the only way I can like connect and able to help them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we all learning. Like, I'm super young, but I feel like God gave me wisdom just so I can help the next person. But I'm still learning as well. So the most I can do is just encourage them and give them advice. And then there's even like people around my age who comes. I get a lot of people, male and female, who comes to me for advice or just to help them when they're in like a bad spot mentally and they don't know what to do, or like they're at the end of their rope and they're ready to let go.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's probably something else when I just asked you, your mission. What is your mission in life? It sounds like, you know what I mean, to inspire and help others is probably can probably be added to that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you hope to achieve when everything's done? You know what I mean? You got the boxing, you know what I mean? Like, what do you hope to achieve when, when it's all said and done, when you can look back, let's say you look back 5 years from now, let's say even 10 years from now, if you can think that far ahead. Um, like, what do you hope to what do you hope to achieve when it's all said and done?
Um, so there are things that I want to do just to be able to give back to the community and just to help. So as far as like my goals on like what I want to do, like, I have a backup plan of going back to school to become a lawyer, just in case. Like, I feel like we always need a backup plan. So
Yeah.
I went through barber school so it can pay my way to law school because I really want to be a
Mm,
lawyer,
okay.
and that's because, and honestly, I always wanted to be a lawyer since I was 9 years old, and I think that's low key what like also helped me get into boxing because I like to fight. So I feel like being a lawyer is like the same sense. Like, I'm
Yeah.
fighting back, but just with my words. Like,
Hmm.
it is, I don't know. It's a competitive thing. So I want to open up a gym, my own gym, and have more women, like, really kids, so they can defend themselves and learn, just gain a sense of confidence as well. Like, the gym I work at, the gym I work at is where I started boxing at. It's called
Okay.
Undisputed in City Heights, and the owner Dave, he like really helped me along side since I've been here in Cali and started boxing there, and he gave me a sense of like purpose and confidence. So I really think that will help me, just to give back. I want to be able to, within 4 to 5 years, I should be a pro boxer. If not,
Okay.
then I've done killed myself.
Yeah.
But that's my ultimate goal, is to be a pro boxer and really let the world know like who I really am and what I'm really about. And that you don't really have to make it out of envy, spitefulness, like anger. Like, you can still be pure and nice and just and still make it and still be aggressive, right? As females, we don't get a lot of recognition, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just all love and respect.
Yeah. No, I mean, it sounds like, you work really hard at the boxing and, what I'm saying, you work, you got your barber license. It seems like you're just doing so many things, which is like incredible because, I feel like you are not limiting yourself to just being a boxer. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You cut hair, you want to be a
Mhm.
lawyer, you want to be a
Mhm.
model, like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you're allowing yourself so many different lanes to like achieve and be successful.
Mhm.
But I feel like boxing is like your main goal because you want to be, you want to be, making money, making the big
Yeah.
bucks. Right?
Yeah.
Um, top five. If you had a top five, like top five boxers of all time, who's your favorite? Just your favorite boxer of all time. It can be male or female. I don't know. I wish that people just put more money and more time into the women's boxing because I just think that
Mhm.
like that's what I'm saying, like that's something that can be
Yeah.
special. Somebody just
Yeah.
invest in it.
Um, that's tough, honestly, because
Who's your favorite
I
boxer?
like different boxers for different reasons. Like
Okay.
some boxers have some things that another boxer doesn't. So, but my most all time favorite is Floyd Mayweather
Yeah, everybody.
Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. I just like I don't know. He's smooth with his punches, like his countering. I like his defense. I like his style. It's just different, just smooth. But see, I'm long, but I like to be inside. I like to work like inside, like a bulldog. So I like Mike Tyson. I like his inside work as well. I don't know, I like different boxers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. You got another one?
I like Southpaw. I like Errol Spence Jr. Errol
Okay.
Spence. He's nice. Tank is also my favorite. I love Tank.
Yeah,
I
shout
love
out to
Tank.
Tank. Shout out to
Yeah, I
Baltimore,
love
Maryland.
Tank. Javante
Shout out to
Davis.
Baltimore. I'm from Maryland, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Tank,
okay. Okay.
Tank's making us proud right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Doing
love
this
him.
thing.
He's dope.
Yeah, Tank is really he's doing his thing. I like Floyd
Yeah.
too. I like Floyd. You know what I mean? I think his defense is incredible, which is why
Yeah.
which is why he doesn't have any issues or anything like that because
Mhm.
he defended himself so well. So I like Floyd. I like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? I actually grew up in the Mike Tyson era, so I had a chance to
Okay.
kind of see him fight on pay per
Okay.
view and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
But Mike Tyson was dangerous. You know what I mean? He still is
Mhm.
dangerous. I don't think too many people would step to Mike Tyson. Um, I mean, if you do, you're crazy because you're definitely gonna get knocked out. So, um, but yeah, I mean, those are all good. I like that. Those are all good fighters. What makes you smile these days? What makes you smile these days?
So crazy. I'm always smiling. Like I've been like that since I was little. And so growing up, I used to just smile just to hide my pain. Honestly, people never knew. Like everyone at school was just like, she's always happy, like she's always smiling. But I just smile just so I just want to see other people smile.
Yeah,
Like just a smile, you can impact someone. Someone could be having a bad day, you smile at them, and they're bright in their mood. Like I don't know, it just sparks something inside them. It just I don't know. It takes a lot of energy to frown, but you just smile. Like you just gotta look at things on the brighter side. It gives me a sense of purpose. Like if I'm smiling, um, I just know I got something good to look forward to. Um, but I ain't gonna. There are some days where I have to force my smiles, and I get tired of. So some days I won't. Uh, it's very few days where I won't smile, but it's just cause like sometimes I fake my smile a lot, but most times it's genuine, and it's just I don't know. It's life. Life is crazy. Like it's beautiful at the same time. So
yeah.
I just think life, and it just you just gotta smile through it all. I always see this quote. Uh, I think I don't know if Tupac said it or not, but he like smile through the BS. So
I think
that's
that
what I
was
be
Pac.
thinking.
I think I
Okay,
think
yeah,
Pac did say that. I think Pac did say that. But yeah, no, I mean, life is, like you said, it's crazy and it's beautiful at the same time. Um, I feel like it's also what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. That's true.
um, I think Lauren London said, and she had got this from Nipsey Hussle. Um, he would tell her all the time, the game is going to test you. Don't fold.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just don't fold. I
Mhm.
thought that was like, I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, it is going to test you. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? You just can't fold. You got to keep
Mhm.
going. You know.
Mhm.
Um, who has been the most, when you think about your life, who has been the most critical person in your life?
Um, my siblings.
How many siblings do you have?
Okay, crazy. My dad has 12 kids.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I grew up with my mom. I grew up with my mom though. So my mom has four, but I'm super close to one, two, three. I'm super close to five of my siblings. Like five of my siblings looked up to me. I'm the 11 of 12, so but five of them looked up to me. Um, my one of my close sisters I was really close to as well. She passed. Next month will be 2 years.
Mm.
So
Sorry to hear that. Mom.
I those it's been tough. So
Yeah, yeah,
um we had it rough growing up. So I live for them. So like I try to make it for them, like just so they know that if I can do it, like they can too.
yeah.
And just I just feel like they're depending on me as well. And I don't know. I just yeah, I don't know. But
What is your relationship like with your siblings now? I mean, are you guys close? Or
honestly, I'm distant from everyone. I'm the one who's distant. So I reach out and check up on them and see if they need anything, but other than that, I don't really talk to them like that. I stay to myself. I don't talk to my family. Um, I'm out here on my own. Like I have family, a lot of family here in San Diego as well, but I just don't talk to them.
yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm just yeah, I don't know, but I
How's
do reach. Yeah.
how's it been? Like because you come from Missouri.
Mhm.
That's a totally different cult. That's like totally different, two different cultures.
Yeah.
Missouri, the Midwest, and then you out now. You're in Cali, San
Yeah.
Diego. Like, how is that? How is it being out in San Diego?
No, I love it.
Yeah,
Missouri was miserable. It's misery. Kansas City, misery. So,
yeah,
it's gun violence freaking every day out there. So I hated it. And then it was, I don't know, I think nothing good for my life came up out of there. So that's why I need to get away.
yeah,
Compared to San Diego, the weather is nice. Except it hasn't been lately. The last couple of months has been gloomy. The
yeah,
weather's bipolar. I don't know what's going on with this world. But it's more diverse. It's many. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities out here, so I really love it. And then it's fast paced. I like fast pace.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Cali, San Diego. I never been out Cali. I gotta make a trip out there
Oh yeah,
sometime
it's
soon.
beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta make a trip out there. Me and my I'm getting married. I'm getting married December 9th
Oh,
of this year.
congrats.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
So I'm so
Congrats.
excited. I'm so excited. Looking forward to that. So we're gonna have to come out to Cali. I don't know if she's
Okay.
been out. I don't know if she's been out to Cali or not.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm getting married this year. So I've been
Oh,
that's been a lot. You know, what I'm
that's
saying
dope.
planning and but
Mhm.
it's a Christmas themed wedding, so it's gonna be a beautiful time for us. So it'll be good.
That's right. That's right.
It'll be good. Um, if you had 10 people you can invite to a dinner, dead or alive, who would you invite?
I'll invite Jesus Christ. Real talk. I would invite Floyd Mayweather. Um, I would invite. Who else would I invite? Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah, Nipsey.
Tupac,
Love
that's
Nipsey.
four. Jay-Z, that's five. Um, I would invite That's 5. My loved one from heaven. I lost a lot of people, so
Yeah.
but I would say my closest one would be my sister. So 6, and then that's 6, and then I will invite my coaches, right? Who, because of course I'm gonna make it in boxing, and it wouldn't be without them. So,
Yeah.
and then um, and then 2 individuals who put me on in Cali and who make my life greater. So my boss, Dave, and then a really close friend.
Okay. I like that. That's a good 10. You know what, you're probably you're probably the first one to finish that and not be like, oh, this is difficult, this is hard. Everybody that asks that question to is always they either do 5, they do 8, and they like,
Mm,
I just can't finish that one. So you're the first one to like really finish it all the way through. So that's dope. Um, when you think about, because I feel like, you know what I mean, you have your journey is it's a lot of ups and downs, and it sounds like right now you're on a up.
mm-hmm.
Um, like walk me through like what a day at like the boxing gym. What is that like for you? Like from the moment you wake up to when you get to the gym, like what are you like how are you preparing mentally? Like, what are you listening to before you start training? Like what is that like for you?
So the gym I train at, I take public transportation because I'm
Okay.
not allowed to I gotta get, the doctors are working on clearing me to get my driving license.
Okay.
So it takes me about 2 hours to get to the gym where I train at, an hour and a half to 2 hours on public transportation. So I wake up at 4:30, 4:40, 4:30, leave my house at 4:45, 5 o'clock. Um, and then I listen to different music. Sometimes it's gospel music. Most times it's hip hop. Um, I listen to Ace Hood, or I listen to a lot of like emotional songs like R&B, PZ, or I listen to Tusi. Um, I listen to Nipsey. I like listen to motivational music as well, or just like hard rap. Sometimes like gangster music
Yeah.
to get me in my mind. Um, I take the bus. I get there. I usually get to the gym or that. The first class is usually at 7 a.m. I train for a couple hours, come back, and I have to go to work because I work at a gym. So I train the clients. I work out with my clients, or run with my clients, and I work. I usually only have like 1 or 2 hours during for my break throughout the day. I go back to work, do a couple classes, do a couple more clients, and then I work out again for like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes I go for a run, most times I don't. I go home, shower, sometimes cook, sometimes I don't cook if I be too tired, and I just repeat my day over. It's like that. So I try to work out at least 2 to 3 times a day, but I always work out for at least like I have to work out more than 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's a lot of work. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of like the All Access on Showtime when the fighters be getting ready for fights, and like I see all like the training regimens that they do and all the things that they have to cut back and they have to cut out and they can't do
Mhm.
this, they can't do that. I
Mhm.
feel like it takes a lot of discipline to be a fighter,
Mhm.
um, because you're giving up a lot. You're also
Mhm.
risking a lot in the ring, but you also are giving up a lot also.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm always just curious to know, like, you know what I mean? Like what is a life? What's that like as far as like training and getting ready? Um, what's giving you hope right now?
I don't know. What I think about every day is my sister.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like so she died when she was 25.
yeah,
So I feel like, and then she didn't really like get to her happy peak in life. So it's like I think I have to make that happen. Like I can't stop at suffering. Like I can't end my life and suffer and not have anything accomplished.
Cool.
Like there's
Yeah.
something more and deeper to it. Like there's
Roll it down.
greater things in life that I want to achieve, and I just know or feel like that. I just like can't give up. Like I don't know. And then there's and then the kids who I work with at the gym, the classes I coach, they yeah, I don't know. The boxing gyms. I think the gym is really what is good keeping me going. The
Yeah.
gyms I go to.
No, that sounds. I mean, that sounds. It sounds good. I mean, it sounds like boxing, kids. Um, you know, thinking about your sister. So I feel like all those things have like grounded you almost and just made you like just pushes you and inspires you.
Mm,
Um, I don't know. I just think you have a very incredible story. You know what I mean? Like I was on Instagram and I came across like your page and like I watched your reels and I just was like, oh, like this would be dope to have her come on and like not even knowing your story, but like
mm,
looking at it like through your reels and your pictures and
yeah.
stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, she sounds like she just, you know what I mean, that she probably has an incredible story. So I'm
Mm,
happy that we were able to connect, and you
yeah.
were able to come on here and tell your story. And I definitely feel like it's going to help somebody that watches my podcast, that listens to my podcast,
Okay.
with their own journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate you coming on here and like just sharing your story and
For
opening up
sure.
to me and like just being open and honest. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, because I think you have an incredible story, and I hope that um, everything that you are working hard for, hope that
Mm,
you get everything that you're working hard for. Um, just continue to work. You know what I mean? It seems like you're working really, really hard.
mm,
My advice to you, just continue to work. Don't give up. Don't let
mm,
people, tell you that you can't do something.
mm,
Um, and just keep working. You'll definitely get there.
mm. And I think that's why, like, 'cause I'm super ambitious, but a lot of people tell me, like, oh, you're doing a lot or you're doing too much, or you should just stick with one thing and run with it. Like, maybe, like, that's probably, like, what works for everyone, but
Yeah.
I don't know, just something in me that just keeps saying, like, do more. Like, you gotta do more. Like, it's just in me to do more. Like, I don't know. Like, I do a lot, but I, I feel like God blessed me with different talents, different gifts for me to use to reach different types of people. And I just want to not limit myself just to do one thing when I know I can do more. And I like to work. Like, I don't like just sitting around. Like, I always have to be doing something. I do like sleeping when I can because, trust me, I barely sleep. But I do a lot. And I think I do so much to keep my mind going. Because once I just stop, I have to deal with my thoughts. And then, you know, you know how that goes. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I mean? Just, it sounds like you just, you have a plan and, you have a foundation that you're building. And I just feel like anybody that has a foundation or anybody that, has something that they're striving for, I
Hmm.
feel like, everything works out for them. And I just think like, good times are ahead for you. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of your bad and like, you're
Hmm.
going through your darkest times. And I feel like
Hmm.
that hasn't broken you, because here you are, talking to me on the podcast about
Hmm.
like your life.
Hmm.
And, again, like you're inspiring other people. I'm pretty sure anybody else that hears this story is going to inspire them and push them. I mean,
Hmm.
it's inspired me. And like I said before, I'm glad that, we were able to connect and do the episode and
Hmm.
then, you shared your truth with me.
Okay.
Um, anything before we close out the episode, anything you want to say to me or just anything?
Uh, no.
Okay. Okay.
I said thank
No,
you.
but say it again.
I said thank you.
No, thank you very much. And I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.